My name is Bimal Shah. I'm on a mission to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs by helping you achieve your 3 year goal in 1 year that's tied to your 25-year vision and 5 year moonshot. I do it through weekly sprints and 90-day leaps. This is the Pioneers Academy podcast, and I'm on a mission to make a million pioneers. And I thought this podcast channel will help you achieve your 3 year goal and jump to the next level. I'm going to be showing lots of training and lots of great episodes. So join on this podcast and get all the training and resources you need to achieve your 3 year goal in 1 year and make yourself a pioneer. I wrote 13 books, Becoming a Pioneer, and you can get all those 13 books on Amazon. We're going to give away to every listener who listens on this podcast a $100 Amazon gift card so you can get all the books and learn how to become a pioneer.
Hello, pioneers! Welcome back to another episode of the Pioneers Academy podcast. I'm your host, April, and today we're talking about an incredible opportunity that could change the game for many nonprofit Google grads. Imagine getting access to $120,000 worth of advertising completely free. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's real and it's called the Google Ad Grant. And to help us unpack this amazing opportunity and learn how we can leverage with this, we have none other than Bimal Shah with us today. Bimal is a business growth expert and author with years of experience helping organizations accelerate their success. Bimal, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you very much for having here and welcome back, pioneers. So I'm so excited to talk about today's topic. My whole mission is making pioneers out of entrepreneurs, and this is one key component of advertising is an absolute essential for success. And if you could get a grant to do all the advertising for you, then it could be wonderful and a whole game changer. So excited to talk about it today.
Always great having you here, Bimal. This topic is seriously exciting. I mean, $120,000 in free advertising is no small thing, right? So start from the beginning. What exactly is this $120,000 Google Ad Grant and who can qualify for it?
This Google Ad Grant, Google started this program for nonprofits. So anybody who's a nonprofit and want to scale, and nonprofits, the whole purpose behind this was philanthropic causes, and if they're approved and verified and everything's okay, yeah, it helps you raise donations and get all the revenues you need for your nonprofits to scale and grow your whole subscriber and people who give donations. So this is a Google Ad Grant for nonprofits, $120,000, 10,000 a month. And we will do everything soup to nuts from beginning to end, not only just apply, procure, but also do all the advertising and everything from beginning to end to make sure you're in compliance, and plus you get what you need from the ad dollars as well. You get the maximum leverage because there is a lot of waste in advertising. A lot of marketing dollars don't give you what you need because people just throw things on the wall and see what sticks. But this will be a very focused strategy that will help you get what you need by structuring it in a way that everything is managed and structured properly. And these are Google ad credits that come straight to your account, and then you can use this for Google Ads and in turn going back to Google. So that's how the whole process works. As long as you're a nonprofit, you have everything, you can qualify.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like a golden ticket for nonprofits with a mission but limited resources. I can already see how this would be a game changer for so many organizations. So $120,000 is a massive number, and you mentioned a while ago a maximum amount. What's the maximum amount an
That is the
organization can get, and how do you help nonprofits achieve that?
So the maximum amount is 120,000, 10,000 a month. They could get anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000, depending on. the application, the mission statement, and what the nonprofit is all about. Some nonprofits who do have existence and have a wider reach, and they have a bigger goal in mind, they can get a larger grant. And some of the ones that have just been started, and the cause. So the mission is the key. You want to make sure your mission is wide enough, and bigger enough to have a big picture vision. So your mission translates into big picture vision, and that could translate into you getting the bigger grant, up to 120,000. Now, we do everything from beginning to end. You don't have to do a thing except make a decision that you want it. As long as you are a nonprofit, you want it, we can make it happen. And then once you start the process, we will do the whole procurement. And once the grant is approved, we can manage the whole Google Ad account for you, and just do all the work to help you get the donations and scalability for your nonprofit. So that's the overall process, soup to nuts. You don't have to worry. We're going to put a link on the show notes down below on the nonprofit. So you can go ahead and click that. And once you click that, answer a few questions, we can make it happen. Very easy, seamless process.
That makes sense. I imagine that managing such a large sum in advertising credits could get overwhelming, especially if you're new to digital marketing. I love that your team steps into helping or like guiding them through the process. And speaking of which, do you know or like do you have this exact process of work, and do you handle everything for them to get the grant? Just to highlight it again for our listeners and viewers.
Absolutely. So everything they require in terms of grant writing, grant procurement, grant application, documentation, follow through, everything from beginning to end, setting up the account, structuring the account, getting the credits, everything, managing the credits, doing the ads, doing the messaging, structuring it, and giving you a day by, week by week, report as to what is happening with your responses, which ads are working, which are not, what we need to do, what do we need to target, what do we need to change, what do we need to experiment. So you get a very comprehensive report with all the details that are essential to take your ad dollars to a good return, good ROI. We target a 5x ROI, 500% ROI. Even though this is not out of your pocket, this is free money that you're getting. But even on the free money, we are targeting at least that as a goal, that you want to get that as an ROI, so that you can see a substantial return on the ad dollars that you're getting. We have a whole team. We meet with you on a weekly basis. We go over all the numbers. You have access to your account that you can see 24/7, your dashboard. So everything is seamless and happens soup to nuts, and we can get you this Google grant beginning to end. I know it's a great boon for nonprofits. A lot of nonprofits are struggling. And one of the biggest thing I ask, I wish I had more donations, or some of them have been there for several years and there's nothing happened. So this is a great advantage for the nonprofits to get this grant and move forward.
That's so reassuring to hear, like especially for organizations that might not have a ton of tech know-how. You're really taking the heavy lifting off their shoulders. But here's the question. I think a lot of listeners out there might have this in their mind. Is there a guarantee that an organization will get a grant?
So yeah, we will not take a nonprofit. So that's why you have click on the show notes below. There's a questionnaire. We ask you the pertinent questions, and we put it in the system that gives us that yes, this organization will qualify for a grant. And only when the organization does qualify, we'll take it, because that guarantees that you will get the grant, and we start the process. I mean, Google is huge, big, trillions of dollars. So it's not like they're going to run out of money for the grant. Plus, they're getting they're getting ad credits, and every time there's more ads and more keywords, those keywords, someone else is also paying for it. So even though Google is giving this money, actually they're also making money on this money, because the more ad clicks that happen, the more things that happen, the more auction and the more people pay for it. So it's a win-win for Google. It's a win for you. It's a win-win for everyone. That's how. So we won't take them. That's the reason for the guarantee. There's a show note. In the show notes you have the link bit.ly/. nonprofit grants. And if you click on that, you will have the ability to see what you qualify or not. And we take the process from there.
That's good to know, Bimal. So there's a pretty solid chance that if all of the pieces are in place, right? So now paperwork is something everyone dreads. Is there a lot of it involved in this process? And what kind of paper does a nonprofit need to get through this Google Ad grant?
So very, very simple. That's very simple paperwork. As long as you're a qualified 501(c)(3) organization, which means you have a qualified nonprofit, determination from the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, and you've been there for a year or so, then you should be able to qualify. And the organizations that have been longer, they could get the larger amount. The ones that are smaller, and they have just started, and they're the more clarity you have on your mission statement, the more clarity you have on your vision, the bigger the reach and things you're going to go, the bigger the grant. So there's possibility for even new ones to get the larger grant, and it's very simple, very easy to get started. Just answer a few questions on the link below bit.ly/nonprofit grants, and we take it from there, and you don't have to do a thing.
Thank goodness. No one loves paperwork. So that's a relief. Now, assuming that they get approved, what does compliance look like? You mentioned it a while ago. And what do nonprofits need to do to keep that $120,000 grant active?
So this is again these are Google ad credits that go back to Google. So we do all the compliance, we do all the work in your Google ad account, and you don't have to do anything, but at the same time, it's all structured to your goals, to your vision, to help your nonprofit grow. So in the end of the day, the whole mission is to make you successful. And we're doing that on a weekly basis. We're giving you a weekly report, full blown Excel, and data that you can see on your dashboard, with all the click-through rates and open rates and, modifications that we need to do on keywords and all of this. So you see all the reports, and once you see that, we improvise week by week, and there's a call that we do with you that, hey, this is working, this is not working, and then what we need to change, what we need to improve, what we need to stop, all of those things. So those are things that are done on an ongoing basis. We do all the work, so you don't have to. All you have to do is trust the process.
That makes sense. So, for anyone listening who's thinking, this is really sounds perfect for our nonprofits. And it's really awesome. I love that you provide that hands-on support because because let's be real, digital marketing can be intimidating for a lot of people. And now that you've written books on this, right? I assume. Can you tell us about them and how our listeners can get their hands on those?
So, for all the listeners who are watching this episode, listening to this episode, you can get the $100 Amazon gift card. Just click the link in the show notes below, the Pioneers gift cards. It will be put in the show notes, whether you're watching this on YouTube or you got an email or you're listening this on any type of podcast channel, Apple, Spotify, wherever you do. So click on that show note, access the gift card, get all my books. I've written 14 books. It's a 13-book series, Becoming a Pioneer, week by week, which walk you through a system to become a pioneer, become the only one in your industry, and exponentially grow your business. And throughout the book series, I talk different grants, different resources, and how you can scale, and true stories of how these grants have transformed many, many businesses and nonprofits. So, and you can be one of them too. Why not? And there is access to this money that's out there, and we make you help you get it. There's a lot of people who don't know that these things exist. And it was funny that, one time a business owner who's been 16 years in the business, he asked me, do you have to pay the grants back? I said, this is a grant. It's not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. So grants is free money, and we do all the work. So access it, use it, make it happen, become a pioneer.
That's right. Thank you so much again, Bimal. And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in to the Pioneers Academy podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to subscribe and share it with others and leave us a review also. So please get a chance now to get that Google ad grant.
Much. Thank you for all the listeners. Achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year and get a grant to pay for it. Could be better than that. Get to your next level growth and get a grant. So love all of you. Thank you for tuning in the show. Be sure to subscribe and listen to all the previous episodes if you haven't. Great insights, and looking forward to having you on the next episode with some exciting insights again next week. Thank you again, and make yourself a pioneer. Hello, pioneers and entrepreneurs. My name is Bimal Shah. I'm on a mission to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs by helping you achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year that is tied to your 25-year vision and 5-year moonshot. I do it through 90-day leaps and weekly sprints and through my own proprietary 4-leap system. I've also written 13 books, the Becoming a Pioneer series. I've founded the Pioneers Academy, the Pioneers platform, and several resources that help you on several different platforms: the Thrive platform, Transform platform, and Transcend platform. So these are resources and tools that I built for you to double your business in a year and scale exponentially and become the only one in your business.